The National Abattoir will open next month, and the AIDE Bank reports over $2 million in profits. Thank you for joining us on another edition of National Focus. I'm Kimani Seja.
And I'm Jarna Hector. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. Got it? Taking care of us can be so easy.
Take good care of the children.
Welcome back. Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit is calling on nationals to take responsibility for the success of the Agricultural, Industrial and Development Bank. He says the bank is an entity of the state and it is therefore important for nationals to appreciate their responsibility for its progress. He was addressing the annual general meeting of the AIDE Bank at the Fortune Hotel on Wednesday.
The AIDE Bank is a creature of the state. And by virtue of it being a creature of the state, it means that all of the liabilities belong to the state. So for example, the bank borrows money from international regional financial institutions. In almost 100% of those cases, the loans must be guaranteed by the state with what is called a sovereign guarantee, which means, in essence, that if the bank fails or is unable to pay its creditors, then the Treasury of Dominica has a legal obligation to repay the sums borrowed by the AIDE Bank. And in some cases, the government itself provides direct financing to the AIDE Bank under some special loan agreements. So it is important for us to understand that those of us who are not clients of the bank are citizens by virtue of the fact that you are citizens of Dominica. You have a responsibility to the bank.
The Prime Minister says the failure of borrowers to meet obligations to the bank hinders its ability to assist others. He asked the bank in turn to be receptive to concerns raised by citizens as they play their part in the growth and development of the bank.
The Dominica Agricultural, Industrial and Development Bank held its 23rd annual general meeting at the Fortune Hotel on Wednesday. Chairman of the Board of Directors Martin Charles reported the bank's modest performance, a net profit of $2.69 million for the financial year, which ended June 2015. This is the second highest profit margin in the bank's 44 years of operation. The chairman says this performance is satisfactory given the challenges faced by the bank.
The most urgent challenge faced by the bank at present is liquidity. Too much liquidity is an indication of a lack of bankable projects, and too little implies that additional sources of liquidity are required. The ideal is when liquidity is adequate and it is channeled toward productive uses and opportunities. Indeed, with new lines of credit, we will ensure that these resources are channeled effectively towards productive uses.
He says the bank must sharpen its skills to remain relevant in an increasingly competitive environment.
We need to get back to the grassroots of serving a niche market, namely startup businesses that cannot access traditional funding through the commercial banks. It is with this strategy that we can remain relevant to growth in the productive sectors in the economy, as the only development bank on island.
Amidst all this, the AIDE Bank still recognized remarkable achievements in the last financial year.
Some specific achievements during the year included the following: diversifying our financial products by launching 3 new products which promote entrepreneurship and small business development and contribute towards differentiating the development bank brand in the competitive marketplace. Engagement of a risk officer and introduction of an enterprise risk management framework. A customer survey by the internal audit function and mounting added values towards the evolution of the bank's operations and attainment of the bank's overall strategic goals. Attraction of the first unsecured line of credit from the Caribbean Development Bank of US $500,000 for energy efficiency and renewable energy loans for micro and small business enterprise.
Among other achievements, the bank also helped create 145 additional jobs at the industrial estate, bringing the number to 918. Charles says the bank looks forward to the future with cautious optimism. The AIDE Bank took the opportunity to showcase some of its clients' work. Kimani says Jarna had a discussion with the bank's Special Projects Coordinator, Josephine Desjosé-Tit.
I'm here with Mrs. Tit of the AIDE Bank. Mrs. Tit is the Special Projects Communications Coordinator at the AIDE Bank, and we just were at the annual general meeting of the AIDE Bank where good things were reported. But I see also as part of the meeting there's an exhibition going on. Can you just tell us a little bit more about the exhibition?
Okay, thank you very much for asking me to speak with you. Well, the AIDE Bank is a development bank, first and foremost, and we do not just give loans, we provide technical assistance, technical support, we provide interest rates at a concessionary rate when we get it, and so we're able to pass it on to our clients. And the exhibition is an added feature. It is not the first year that we're doing that, but the bank is a national institution. It is about the people, the beneficiaries of the bank in terms of our clients. And so from time to time, we feel it is important to represent the sectors we serve, be it tourism, be it agriculture, industry, and all of that. So what you saw here today is a small representation of some of our clients and the sectors that they serve or they work in. And we also have lower down somebody from PICAT at the industrial estate in Canefield. This is another area of the bank where we provide plants or facilities for persons who want to set up their business so that the capital costs of setting up a business will not be so expensive. The space is available, we just retrofit it to suit the client needs. And so there are a variety of businesses on the estate, and we have one of the largest employers in Dominica on the estate as well. And so it's just an opportunity for clients to feel, to promote what they do as well, and, to show that they contribute to the national growth and development of Dominica.
Yeah, that's very good. And I see that the type of products displayed here are very diverse, and there are also a number of young persons. And even this morning we heard the Prime Minister speaking about providing more funds or looking at different portfolios, new areas. He spoke of musicians, and he also spoke of farmers producing livestock, especially for the abattoir. What do you think about that?
Well, I must say, on behalf of the bank, we are very proud of the exhibitors, and we want to highlight in particular the recipient of the first ever Robert Alfred Henry Scholarship for Agriculture, right? He is studying, he's doing an associate degree in agriculture at Dominica State College, and he has his own farm. So this is the practical side of what he's doing. And we felt it was important for him to demonstrate, how beneficial the scholarship is to him. And later on, he can go into his own agribusiness, right? So the bank is not just about giving loans for agriculture planting, but we really want to offer technical support to young people to be able to have a viable business enterprise. And so, yes, the Prime Minister spoke about going into new areas. That is very important because life evolves, and so you would expect the bank to evolve. You expect certain target groups to have needs, people have shown interest in getting funding from the bank for the cultural industries, for music and for all of that. And so I think that is something the bank will support. They'll have to look at the sector. They'll have to speak to the relevant players in the sector And our goal is really to assist the productive sector, right? To make sure that jobs can be provided, that people are not unemployed, right? To increase foreign exchange. That is the fundamental role of the bank. So we are looking forward to seeing what we can do to help new industries coming up.
In other news, Dominicans can expect the National Abattoir to officially open next month. This is according to the Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Johnson Drago. He says the testing phase of the abattoir was successful and preparations are currently underway for the opening.
I can assure you we will open the abattoir in April. The construction company, they are here doing all the finishing touches to prepare for the official opening of the abattoir. We are completing the business plan, and very soon we will be opening the abattoir. We were very happy with the testing of the abattoir.
The Agriculture Minister echoed the words of the Prime Minister that the success of the abattoir depends largely on the consumption patterns of Dominicans.
We have to realize, if we buy the local chicken and pork coming out of the abattoir, we will not only be cutting on the $14 million meat import bill, but we will also be creating sustainable employment for local people, from the banking sector to the supermarket to the farmers on the ground, who themselves will be employing people to assist them in the production and process. So therefore, we have to support the abattoir. And let me say to the Dominican community, thank you for the support they've given to the testing phase of the abattoir. But the real thing, it's on its way. And as Dominicans increase their purchasing of the product, we will then increase the production of pork and poultry for the abattoir.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Welcome back. The Honorable Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Ivor Stevenson, says food safety is paramount to Dominica's tourism sustainability and consequently its economy. He was addressing the 3-day Serve Safe Food Protection Manager training last week.
In the early 2000s, within a 5-year period, losses of over $250 million were estimated to have occurred in the tourism industry due to preventable outbreaks. In recognition of these challenges, the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARFA, in partnership with the Caribbean Tourism Organization, agreed to establish a regional tourism and health program in January 2014. The major objective of this program is to build a healthier, safer, better quality and more environmental friendly tourism industry, which would lead to more sustainable tourism. One of the main areas of focus will be food and environmental safety assessment training and certification and the reduction of foodborne illnesses within the tourism sector.
In response to this, the Ministry of Health has implemented various measures to improve food safety.
Over the past 3 decades, the Ministry of Health and Environment, and particularly the Environmental Health Department, has made significant achievements in food safety, which includes training of over 2,000 food safety workers annually, annual certification of 85% of food handlers, inspection of over 80% of food establishments annually, introduction of mass gathering surveillance at major festivals and activities, inspection of over 80% of imported foods at ports of entry, the development of new food hygiene regulations. And let me see that these food hygiene regulations are now in cabinet.
And that's news. McPherson St. Luce is next with Creole highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à ces nouvelles en créole. Non, moi c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, AIDE Dominica tient le 3e grand meeting aujourd'hui qui prend place en hôtel Fortune en Roseau. Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt ensemble et puis même cabinet, both banques là en parmi plusieurs d'autres attendaient cérémonial. Chairman banque là Martin Charles délivre un report pour dernière l'année financière. Bonne nouvelle, institution là fait un profit bagaille histoire depuis banque ça là en opération.
Eh bien, aujourd'hui là, AIDE Bank nous Multilingual Dominica, comment nous fait en la banque là l'année passée. Nous montrons monde qui même qui bitin pas tellement gaïa, mais nous fait ça nous tenir pour nous faire un petit profit quand autant moins dit quand autant premier ministre l'a dit. Banque là c'est pas contre profit, mais pour nous ça continuer en banque, nous ni pour faire un petit profit parce que nous ni pour payer moun nous qui prêter l'argent hard et nous ni pour payer moun qui travaille, nous ni pour faire un profit pour nous continuer en banque. So aujourd'hui là nous t'es bien prêt pour déclarer combien l'argent nous fait l'année passée. Et ça nous voulait faire l'année là qui a venu.
Charles fait pas plaisir pour profiter là.
Oui, il a fait un plaisir même, parce que si nous pas fait un profit, mon que dit nous pas qu'à manager banque là bien, mais nous montrer monde, il y a monde comme premier ministre là dit, monde qui pas voulu voir banque là faire bien, monde qui en est pas voulu rien bien fait en Dominique. So nous montrons que même toute bagaille croisée après Erika, nous mettons banque là en position pour nous faire un petit profit.
En même temps, le ministre de l'Agriculture, Honorable Johnson Drago, bien plaît pour proposition AIDE Bank qui a offert.
Aujourd'hui, nous ici, et puis nous avons reporté AIDE Bank, et moi, je dis que le ministre de l'Agriculture, je suis content, ça monte dans AIDE Bank. Comme vous savez, AIDE Bank, c'est une banque pour planter, les gens qui ont une industrie. Et nous comptons pour ça, AIDE Bank a fait un profit. Et nous avons regardé pour AIDE Bank pour aider ces planteurs qui nous avons regardé pour planter comme acte à patate, en yam, en dachine. Ils sont allés à AIDE Bank acheter un loan pour supporter. Et plus important, on sait pour le ministère, oui, territoire, bon matin, qui AIDE Bank qui a reçu $2 millions pour aider les affaires pour planter, pour lever cochon et pour supporter l'abattoir. So, tout de suite, nous avons dit ces planteurs à l'AIDE Bank, acide, négocier et puis AIDE Bank, et puis taper l'argent pour ça lever pour lever cochon, pour supporter l'abattoir.
Et puis finalement, management Solid Waste Dominica a continué et puis programme recycling pour vie batterie. Parole ça là, sorti officier relations publiques, M. Geno Jacob. Jacob a aussi créé à ce public là pour compost Zorizayo.
Vie batterie, nous allons continuer à recevoir vie batterie en landfill là, et puis nous avons un truck là, nous allons faire un village en Dominique pour masser batterie. Batterie voiture. Et puis nous allons payer $5 pour chaque batterie. Nous allons continuer à faire ça. Nous allons assez batteries en landfill là, nous allons faire un shipment, containerize ces batteries ça là, et puis voyons aller l'autre pays. Nous avons envoyé batteries aller l'autre pays en container. Nous avons envoyé glace, ça c'est bouteille. Nous avons envoyé cardboard, et puis ça c'est une bonne initiative par Solid Waste parce que ça il a fait certains qui nous permettent de ça là en landfill là, parce que le landfill là qu'on savent déjà plein. et puis nous pas de place pour nous ça aussi zolis à Dominique parce que pour nous même c'est free house reduce recycle et puis aussi pour compost comme des monde pour pas mener bité qu'on la pour figue la pour dachine vieille feuille ou bien vieille branche bois en landfill là sous ça que ça des cailloux en jardin pour faire compost et puis compost là on a fait compost là pour planter les légumes organiques butin comme ça c'est un bon butin pour nous parce que la santé nous en Dominique est bien important.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle. À quoi pour à présent? Non, moi, c'est McPherson St. Luce. Au revoir.
Before we leave, here's one announcement. The Dominica State College is now offering 2 special courses, one in bartending and the other in housekeeping. The courses begin in May 2016 and are for persons between the ages of 15 and 29 who are unemployed and have no more than 3 CXCs. Each course is 12 weeks long and includes 2 weeks attachment at a tourism and hospitality establishment. The courses are free, so register today. Visit the Department of Continuing Education or call 275-3659 or 315-5128 for more information. Coming up next, today's tip. Smartphone batteries don't last forever. Those bright screens are an obvious drain on your battery. Here is one way to save battery power on your smartphone.
Don't use display auto brightness. It may sound useful, but auto brightness is usually way brighter than you really need. It's better to manually set the brightness to a level that is low but comfortable and bump it up when necessary.
And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm.
Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also now available 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Jarna Hector.
And I'm Kimani. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.
Think before you cut. Think.
Think. Think. Think. Think.
Think before you cut.
Cut. Cut. Cut. Cut.
Think before you cut.
A message from the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division.